This is an overview of the Graf Carrot Eco Plus system. Here we have our Carrot underground tank, and so all we have within the garden visible is this green access lid. All the water will be collected via the downpipes from the roof and run into one point in the tank, and this 4-inch pipe connects to our Optimax filter built within the tank. The water flows onto a stainless steel mesh filter, and from there it can drop down through the mesh and is taken to the bottom of the tank via this calmed inlet pipe. Any debris that makes its way off the roof can flow over the mesh filter into our overflow siphon and out to the storm drain. The purpose of the filter and the calmed inlet boot is that as we've got the clean water coming in, we take it right to the bottom of the tank rather than it dropping in and stirring up the tank, so that if we've got a fine layer of sediment on the bottom, this remains settled on the bottom of the tank. The other purpose of the calmed inlet pipe is that we take clean water to the bottom of the tank, so when the tank is full, it then overflows at the top, which encourages the circulation of water within the tank so that the water doesn't stagnate. So that's the collection of water into the tank. We then utilise the Eco Plus pump unit to take the water from the tank to supply the washing machine, outside taps and toilets throughout the property. The Eco Plus unit consists of a pump and a pump controller, a mains water reservoir, and then a diverter valve, which is controlled via a float switch in the underground tank to determine whether we take water from the mains water reservoir or out of the underground tank. So within the tank, all we have is this floating extraction hose. That consists of a non-return valve, a strainer and a ball float, so that no matter what the level of water in the tank, we're always taking the water from just below the surface. We then have a float switch, low-level float switch within the tank, which will control which water the pump unit utilises. So when we've got water within the tank, this pump, which should be housed no further than 15 metres away from the tank, will draw water through a 32mm suction pipe into the pump and then out through the pump controller to supply the appliances within the property. If we drain the tank down and activate the low-level float switch, that will then control a valve on the unit which switches it to allow it to draw mains water from a smaller reservoir beneath the pump. That ensures that we've always got a constant supply of water to the appliances, whether it be the rainwater from the underground tank or mains water from this unit. It means that the underground tank can remain rainwater only, so as we drain it down, it will stay empty, providing maximum storage of rain to come into the tank when we next get rainfall. Allows the tank to start to fill, activates the float switch after about 6 inches depth of water within the tank, and switches back over to rainwater. One advantage with the Eco Plus is that all of the pump and the controls are situated outside the tank. So if you've got a utility room or a plant room or even a garage within the property, then that would be an ideal place to house the Eco Plus unit, and makes it very accessible for a maintenance point of view to carry out checks on all the various components.